Hey everybody, it's Rob with Cherry City Guns and Ammo, and today we're taking a look at my Taurus G3c. This is a newer subcompact offering by Taurus, very similar to the G2c. This is just the newer model, but let's put a few rounds through it and see what we think. Stick around. Alright, so that was literally my very first rounds through this gun. This is a kind of an unboxing video, and yeah, that was my very first shots. What I really like about this gun so far, it comes with 3 magazines, and anymore it seems like companies are getting really cheap. You know, I recently bought a Kimber long slide target 10mm, spent $1,200 on a gun. It comes with 1 magazine, and the spares are 40 bucks a piece. These spares are $30 a piece, but it comes with 3 of them in the box, and I bought this gun at Coastal Supply for $269 with 3 magazines. Pretty good deal if you ask me. Wow. So far, I am totally impressed. It has a great feeling trigger on it. It's easy to get back on the target, even for a smaller gun. Let's hit our gongs here. Very cool. Let's go load up some more magazines and we'll come back and try some more stuff. Alright, let's take a little closer in-depth look here. You know, for the first 36 rounds through this gun, I am totally and thoroughly impressed. You know, it's pretty short. I just get 2 fingers around the grip. The magazine has just enough of an extension. I get like half a pinky on it, but I feel like I'm still totally 100% in control. This definitely would not be considered a micro pistol, but definitely fits the subcompact category, which I typically don't enjoy shooting there very much. I have large hands, and I feel like I have a hard time controlling some of those really micro guns that are around now. But this one, so far, I am absolutely loving it. It's got really good serrations on the back and on the front, so you can do any press checks or anything like that just fine. It comes apart just like a Glock. You pull these down. And speaking of Glock, if you don't like the sights that it comes with, which it's got a single dot front and a blacked out rear, the sights are compatible with any Glock sights that are on the market. They do have a safety on it. I do not know if there are non-safety versions available, but this one does come with a safety, but it's very easily manipulated. And one of the other cool things about this gun is the trigger has a dual strike capability. So let's say you shoot, you drop the hammer, or drop the firing pin rather, and the round doesn't quite go off, you can let go and fire again. Not that that is something that happens on a really regular basis. What I like it for is for the ability to dry fire without necessarily having to cock it. Now there is a slight difference in the feeling between cocked and restrike, but still I find myself out in the living room, you know, finding a light switch or something like that and taking aim and doing some dry firing with it. So this is the first time I've actually shot it, but I have done some dry firing with it at my house. One of the other features of this gun, you can see these grip panels. You got front, side, and rear. And I don't like slick guns. I'm a big fan of adding like traction grips or Talon grips or skateboard tape or any of that kind of stuff to give me a really, you know, strong controlled purchase on it. But these grip panels are super aggressive. Like I feel like you could go sand down a 2x4 with these things. They're so aggressive, but they don't hurt your hand when you're gripping, but they absolutely give you a good feeling of control. Along with that, They've got a nice indexing divot for you to index when you're not quite ready to shoot, along with an accessory rail. So for $269, they've really packed a lot of features into this little guy, and I'm thoroughly impressed. Now, I do have a trigger scale here. We are going to take a look at what the trigger looks like. First, we'll cock it. We'll go ahead and see what it comes out to. So that was right at 5 1/4 pounds. Cock it again. Right at 5 1/2. Now let's test it in restrike mode. Restrike mode, about 6 1/4. So it definitely is a little heavier in restrike, but still not crazy bad. You know, there's Glocks out of the factory that are coming out at like 8 pounds. Once again, 6 1/4. So there's a pound or so difference between cocked and restrike, but really not bad. And one thing that I like about it, you know, for a concealed carry gun, you have a lot of take up, which I really don't mind in a concealed carry gun. But once you hit that wall, it absolutely stops, and it's a very crisp break, which I really appreciate. You know, it doesn't have kind of the mushy feel. So there's the wall. You know, like the Glocks can kind of have kind of a mushy, stacky feel. That's a very solid wall, and then a nice crisp break. It's really one of the better striker fire triggers I have found. Very, very impressed by it. And then if you want to look at the reset is right there. It's very tactile and audible. I'll do it so you can see it from the camera. Right there. Once again, you can hear it and feel it. Once again, very crisp. Very impressive for really what's a very, very budget handgun. Let's do some more shooting. Let's see how this thing does with the old hostage popper. There we go. Once again, 3 magazines. That's fantastic in this day and age. Boy, I was having a heck of a time hitting that hostage popper. There we go. Slow down, good trigger pulls. There we go. Let's go ahead and hit that 60-yard silhouette. Oh, that was our last one of that magazine. There we go. You know, really not bad for 60 yards with a 3-inch barreled subcompact pistol. So far, I'm totally impressed with this little gun. Let's load it up and shoot a little bit more. You know, for $269, I don't feel like you can really expect a whole lot from a gun. But this has absolutely exceeded my expectations. I'm very impressed with this thing. I mainly bought this for the channel, but I could honestly see myself carrying this gun, and I just might. It's really a lot of fun to shoot. It's a nice little gun. Taurus has really come a long way. Some of their newer offerings really are great. I used to have a Taurus PT 111 Millennium in 40 cal, and I kept it for a very short period of time. And this is kind of the evolution of that gun. But that one was, I really didn't enjoy it at all. I kept it for a very short period of time, sold it off. But I don't see this one going anywhere. So let's go ahead and go hit our gong rack a little bit more. Just had our first little jam. Things do happen from time to time. You know, we're 100 yards into this, or 100 rounds into this about. And that's our first issue. So I don't consider that too bad. Let's go ahead and try it again here. Let's hit our little guy there. Yeah. Apparently that little guy just doesn't want to get shot. Definitely not my fault. Oh, let's see if I can redeem myself on the bowling pins. You know, in our intro I shot the bowling pins, but there was a few too many misses. Let's see if we can do a little bit better now. Ah, see, 2 with 1 shot. That's pretty good. Oh, this is getting pathetic. Well, I didn't exactly redeem myself, but we'll just keep moving forward. All right, back to our old hostage popper. I'll just go on the silhouette. All right, we were going pretty rapid fire there towards the end. Yeah, you know, for a concealed carry size, you know, subcompact little gun, I think this is pretty great. Enjoy shooting it already. And yeah, I'm really happy I made the purchase. It really has exceeded my expectations for a sub $300 gun. So anyway, we'll go ahead and finish it up for today on this gun. We want to thank you very much for watching the video. If you wouldn't mind sharing it, it would mean the world to me. It helped me out quite a bit. And if you wanted to, I have a link down to my Patreon page down in the description. And we'll see you on the next one. Thanks a lot, folks. Bye.